Good morning and welcome once again to A Few Minutes with Pastor Dave. Kind of a nice day out today. Super nice because there's no snow. And I like that more than anything else. And I hope that this day finds each and every one of you doing fine as well. I'm going to spend my time today talking about some really important stuff that is coming up at Christmas. Again, this is going to be a Christmas that is going to be different probably than any other Christmas we've ever been around. There are things that we're just going to have to do that we probably haven't had to do before. And one of those things involves worship. Our council, after a lot of thought, and the reason it took a lot of thought was because we needed to weigh safety issues. We needed to weigh all those other things that we just need to talk about in order to have a worship service that's going to be safe and that's going to be meaningful. But we decided to do in-person worship on Christmas Eve. Now, there are several churches in our area and all around that have decided to do online worship instead. We are going to do in-person services, but in order for us to do that, there's a few things that we need to know. Now, a lot of this info is actually in your newsletter. So this is maybe one of those times, if you don't normally read your newsletter, that you may want to do it because there's some important information. One of the pieces that I wrote talks about important information for signing up for Christmas Eve, and it tells the fact that there are some things that we're going to need to remember, and that's the fact that when we gather together in person on Christmas Eve, we will all need to be masked. When we gather together on Christmas Eve, we will all need to social distance. And because of social distancing, there's only so many people that we can fit into our sanctuary. And on Christmas Eve, we really don't want people out of the hallways and things like that. And so what we are doing, we are asking that you sign up for Christmas Eve worship. Now, we're going to give two opportunities for Christmas Eve worship, one at 4 p.m., another at 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. has kind of been the standard one that we have done for several years now here at Christ Lutheran Church. We're asking that as a family, you sign up for one worship time or the other. There's information that we're going to ask for. We're going to ask for the family name, the number that are attending, and whether or not you're attending the 5:30 or the 4 o'clock. If there aren't enough to have two services, and we can combine the two into one, we will do that, and that will be at the 5:30 p.m. service. And so if the decision is that we only are going to do one service, it'll be at 5:30. If there's enough folks so that we would have good crowds for two services, then we'll do a 4 and a 5:30. Read it in the newsletter. Probably better than what I'm trying to figure it out and tell you. Julie Hoagie, our council president, is the individual that you're going to need to contact to sign up. You're going to have to look at this because her email is in this information, and I don't really want to give emails out over the YouTube and stuff like that. So make sure that you read that. You'll see Julie's email, and she's the one that has volunteered to take the information from us. We ask that you respond before December 15th so that we can have an idea as to whether it's going to be one worship service or two worship service. So that's that piece of it. Another piece is that we know that there's going to be some folks that still just are not comfortable with coming to worship and worshiping in person. We know that. We understand that. And we appreciate that. We will attempt to do something in addition to our in-person worship services. We are going to put together a special Christmas Eve worship service that we will videotape ahead of time. And then on Christmas Eve, you and your family at your leisure will be able to sit down as a family and put on worship. It's definitely going to feel like a Christmas Eve worship service. We may have some special music stuff from the past, and so you'll be able to see your kids when they were a little younger or something like that. We'll attempt to have special music as well, a special Christmas message, and we will make it feel like Christmas Eve and like you're with us. And so that's another option. That's one that will be probably on our webpage prior to Christmas Eve, but we would ask that you wait till Christmas Eve and watch it then. And then Paul, who you can't see, but we are social distancing as we speak.
I'm back. I'm back here.
All right, he is. We're also talking about maybe doing some special stuff for a Christmas morning online worship service as well. So keep that in mind too, and we'll give you some more information about that. It's going to be a different Christmas, folks. We know that. But there's one thing that's going to be very, very regular, and that's the fact that on Christmas, Christ comes. Even in the midst of hurt, pain, sorrow, everything else, Christ is here. And we will celebrate the fact that that God sent down the greatest gift ever given, the gift of his only Son. I hope the season of Advent is treating you well. By this Sunday, we'll be halfway through already, so Christmas is coming quickly. Enjoy the week, enjoy the weather, enjoy the fact that we're not slushing through sleet or storms or anything like that. Have a great day, and God bless.